Intimacy has a major impact on our overall health, happiness, and mental well-being. But oftentimes, for a variety of reasons, it's not as satisfying as we'd like. Today, we're having an honest discussion about our needs and ways to enrich that part of our life. Bryony Cole from Lovehoney joins us today. Welcome, Bryony. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks so much for having me.
I'm glad we're having this discussion. I think it's fantastic to be able to be open and talk about this. But unfortunately, there still remains a stigma, Bryony, when it comes to our sexual well-being. But your company is trying to change that. In fact, you did a rather in-depth study, I read here, on sexual happiness. What did you find?
We did, and the results were really interesting. We found that 25% of people believe sexual intimacy improves their mental health. 3/4 agree a healthy sex life reduces stress, and over half of participants believe the biggest benefit to sex is strengthening our relationships.
Absolutely. I'm actually not surprised by the study. Now, let's talk about the trends you're finding now during the pandemic.
Yes, it's really interesting what's happening to couples during COVID. Over 54% of American couples have become more sexually adventurous, and a third say they're going to keep being adventurous after the crisis ends.
So can you give us some adventurous ways that we can enhance our sexual intimacy and improve our relationships?
The first thing is communication. And often we find it so hard to talk to the people that we have sex with about the sex we're having. But in fact, that's the key to the most adventurous, experimental, fun sex ever, is talking to your partner about what turns them on, what turns you on, what you'd like to try, any of your fantasies. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a conversation in the bedroom. It can actually be when you're not trying to have sex. Now, when you are ready to get in the mood, think about what gets you in the mood. And for some people, that's lighting candles or the massage oils. For other people, it's lingerie. It really depends, what makes you feel good and what makes you get in the mood. And I think we all have to try that little bit harder at the moment because we're in our homes so often doing work and chores and everything else way more than we would previously. So we have to make that extra effort of thinking, well, what would turn me on right now?
And if someone has issues with communication, I will say the cards that you have here are pretty good. The playing cards, there's lots of questions that one could just kind of give it to their partner and say, hey, look at this question.
And as long as it feels good to you, we're the sexual happiness people. So it's like, what makes you happy sexually? You're going to have good sex if you're happy and feeling great.
Great stuff, Bryony. Where can we go for more information?
Lovehoney.com, and for the viewers, lovehoney.com/balancing act.
And as always, if you'd like any information on any of the products, you can go to our website, thebalancingact.com.